Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, namaste, Sat Sri Akal, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Assalamu Alaikum. I'm very confident all of you guys are there thriving in euphoria, and so am I. And it's a beautiful day, and we are tuning in the middle of the week or end of the week. I don't know, or the beginning of the week. What do you say? I don't know. How do you measure the week? For me, every day is the same day. So, let's start with the chanting. Om Bhuvaswaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayam. So Gayatri Mantra is for peace, for sanity, for cleansing, and for balanced state of mind. So when I do Gayatri Mantra, with that I do breathe in and breathe out. You know that now. You can do that, right? I'm not doing it right now. So today we are speaking on this topic of how to be a better speaker in professional meetings. So you go for professional meetings, either it's with your investor, either it's with your clients, either it's with your customer, either it's with your corporate counterparts or whatever, right? Any professional meeting, or you go for an interview, or you go for whatever, however your professional meetings are, even you're a student, you're going for exam, a practical exam, or so many things, right? You go for many things. So whatever professional meetings you go, or you are an intern, many things you do. You're a PhD researcher, you do theses, you go and ask questions and all of that. Any professional meeting that you do, professional, educational, or in your career growth or your research process, anything you do, meetings, how to be a better speaker, a better communicator, a better dictator, right? And you can be a better speaker when you are a better learner, right? And so today we are learning these basic tools to be a better speaker. First of all, listen with an open mind. Open mind means complete open mind. Listen with no judgments, with no expectations, with no preconceived notions, with no attachment to a certain kind of direction the communication should go or the answer should be. No, nothing. Okay, just listen with an open mind. Just give it a open field for the person to talk. Let them speak. Then you can be a better speaker. Every time I had gone for a meeting, I always start, the agenda is set that we are sitting for the meeting for this so and so purpose, and you go there, that's all. And then you start the conversation and you let the person speak. Give a open field, a open space, a open timeline to the person to speak, and you just listen calmly, peacefully. Just be an observer, no judgments, no assessments, no interpretation, just an open mind. Listen to everything, take a note. Take notes if you want. If you are like a Vivekananda, you don't need to take notes. I am like that. I very less take notes. I'll take notes, bullet points. Otherwise, I always listen. It goes into it. And because I am a person who wants to learn, who wants to keep everything in my subconscious, but I am again at the present moment. I live in the present moment. I keep everything out, eliminate which is not required. Anything in the past is not required unless and until it is adding value in the present. So listen with an open mind and be in the present moment, very conscious and very focused, and no preconceived notions, no biased. Okay, second of all, do not present your strategies, your ideas, or your way of doing, or your approach, or your perception unless it is asked for. Never ever present your strategy, your ideas, your way of thinking, your way of perceiving, your way of doing, unless and until it is asked for. Because an experience, I'm going to do another video on that, an experience has to be shared every time. Only feed in or give in to shared experiences, because I'm talking from my personal experience. When you give without being asked for, without being reached for that information, that knowledge, that support, that idea, when you give that, it is not heard. It is you, and then you believe, you feel that, oh, the person is not listening to me, the person is not respecting my giving or my doing in this situation, my contribution. Then you start feeling disappointed. First of all, you shouldn't be attached. But most importantly, do not share your ideas, your strategies, your tools, your way of doing, your viewpoint, your approaches to life or situations, or anything that it has worked for you. Do not present that to anybody unless somebody is really asking for it. Somebody says, how have you done this? Can you tell us? How did it work for you? Can you just guide us? Then only be open to giving, because there has to be a person who is willing to receive. If they are not, let it be. Which leads to the second point. The third point is, give them that time and space to reflect and introspect. So now the conversation is started. They are telling their side of the story. You are being a better listener. You are listening. You are asking your questions, whatever you want to learn. They are saying, you're listening to with an open mind. You're making notes, and after that, unless and until they ask, what do you have to say? What is your perspective? How would you approach to it? What is that strategy which will take this information to the next level of growth or expansion or evolution? Do not share anything unless a person is open to receive, willing to listen to you. So let them come to you with their questions. Unless that, you did not give any answers. Okay, then that is that you are respecting yourself, and at the same time you are giving the other person the time and space to reflect and introspect your questions and their answers. They must reflect on your questions after answering even, and at the same time they must reflect on their answers, what they said. And they will obviously think about it after the meeting. They need to introspect and understand what the questions and where their answers were coming from. So give them that time and space to reflect, and then come back to you and ask you, how would you approach, and what would your answer will be, or strategy will be to such situations. So first, listen with an open mind. Second, do not share your ideas or strategies or perspectives or force anything to other person to listen unless they are willing to hear your side of the story. Any information in the meeting, any such meetings, it can be personal also, but we are talking professionals here. Third is, give them the time. You can imply to your personal life also, and I'm starting on a professional level today in this topic. So give them the time and space to reflect and introspect about everything that the communication has happened, and then even if they want to do that at that moment or later, give them that time and space, so then they can process those information and then come back to you and ask about what you have to share, bring into the table. Okay, first, listen with an open mind. Second, do not enforce your ideas, perceptions or strategies unless and until the other person is willing to hear to it. Third, give them the time and space to reflect, introspect, process every information and come back. Fourth, do not accept any deadlines. Do not accept. If everything is conversation, whatever points we have discussed so far, everything is sorted there, the person is in a reflective and observation mode, they know, they are well aware of what is happening, and they discuss, they are asking you to share your strategy, your approach, you have shared, and everything is conversation has happened properly, and then they want things, whatever you both have come together and decided to go about, how their perspective, their ideas and your ideas collide and synergize, and now you want to take a middle ground, or whatever the decision has been made, like we will go with this strategy, this approach, let's do this and that, whatever you guys have come to a conclusion, to approach to the situation or the next level of the growth, to that purpose, to fulfill that purpose of that meeting. Do not accept any deadlines, or do not give anyone any deadlines. Either you are on the receiver side or the giver side. Do not give any deadlines to anybody, either they are your subordinate or your senior, do not accept any deadlines. Do not work on deadline. That's a very toxic habit, process, way of doing. Always keep an open floor, open timeline. I always say, give to me, if you're a receiver side, give it to me at the earliest possible. You can finish it and let's work on that. And anything you need, please come back to me and ask me. Say it like that. And if it is you are a receiver, I will do it as earliest as possible. I can finish it, I will finish, and in the process, if I feel any hassle or barrier or blockage or doubts or queries, I'll come back to you and ask about that. Always be open about it. Do not work on deadlines. Your health, your peace of mind, and everybody else's is very, very important. Deadline is not the way to live life and have a better experience and be insightful and be productive and solve or bring answers to all the queries. It can't work when you work on deadline, because you are not only your work, you're not only one side of it. You have family, you have your health, you have your personal habits, your self-care, you have community service. You got to focus on everything so that you individually grow with whatever you do, right? So always work on a possible timeline ki okay, let's keep it or this way, or if you want to have still a timeline, okay, let's keep it a month, but it's not a deadline. We'll work as earliest as possible. It can happen before that, it may go after that. Let's work on a healthy process. Okay, always be clear about that. And another point is for you, always, however bigger the problem looks like in the conversation, take it as an opportunity, not as a challenge, not a competition, not a competency. Take it as an opportunity for yourself to grow. Do not instantly give in to the idea, oh, there is a loophole, there is a blockage, there is this is a big problem, this is how we have to do this, we have to leave that. Stop breaking your head and cluttering yourself. Take it as an opportunity and come back and reflect on the whole situation, right? Reflect, don't overthink. Reflect and meditate over it and see what better answers it will come to you. When you reflect, you introspect, you sit in silence, you process all the information, and you see, you observe, and then you will find the answers. And it has always work well when you are in that solitude state of mind, relaxed state of mind. Everything comes back, answers comes back to you, so without even you forcing any process to chasing for the answer, it will come to you. So do not always it is for your own personal thing. Take everything as an opportunity, as a better possibility to expand as an individual, on an individual level, and on a group level, as a community level, or a professional level. So take it as an opportunity, come back. If it is given to you something, still take it as an opportunity, however big it is, come back, and then you will find the answers. You will go through your own process and find the answers, how to deal with it. These are the points to be a better speaker. When you take all these things into consideration, you can speak well, you can present well, you can listen well, you can collaborate well, and then you can be more constructive and productive. And then you can always speak your mind, you can always speak your truth. At the same time, you will always honor and respect your space, your ideas, your intelligence, and give the same to the other person or the other group of people to feel that way in their own way, in the process of the meeting or after that. There are so many more points, but I'm just starting with the basic points. As I mentioned, be a very beginner's mind, be in the present moment, listen with an open mind, no judgments, no biased mindset, no past memories, no past experiences should be brought to the present moment. Go with an open mind and open heart and listen carefully. Second of all, give Do not present your ideas, do not enforce your ideas or perspectives or strategies because it has worked for you, because everybody is in their own different timelines and own belief system, different background and different kind of lifestyle. So fine, unless it is asked and discussed, you must see that other person is coming with an open mind to listen and understand your ways of doing it. Present it. Till then, relax. So third, give them the time and space to reflect and introspect about what you have to say, what they have to say. Give them that time. Leave it. Has to be free. Everybody must feel free to go think, process, and learn about what they are speaking and what they are doing and how where the other person is coming from. Then you can be better speakers, and you as well the other person, and there will be better collaboration. Fourth, do not accept any deadlines. Do not give any deadlines. Fifth, see everything, it's for you. See everything as an opportunity, as a greater possibility. Even if somebody is humiliating or insulting you, take it as an opportunity and move out. You need not sit and listen to that, but take it as an opportunity and move out. Be grateful for that, be thankful for everything. And you can only, when you're thankful, then you can see everything as an opportunity for yourself to grow, right? And that's all for now, and this is what I wanted to discuss in this video. Any questions or any guidance you require in your professional journey to be a better professional, better speaker, better leader, how to have healthy communications, how to have healthy business, how to utilize your artificial, your emotional, and your infinite intelligence in every process, in every area of your life, and make a better living for yourself, better journey for yourself, better path to grow and expand in your journey, in your consciousness. That's what it is. I'm sending all love, light, and quantum healing energies. Keep thriving, keep shining, and keep tuning in to Goddess in Euphoria.